Hello, my fellow noobs and newbies to the channel. I want to sincerely thank you for supporting my journey thus far. I hope that you will stick with me, but that is not a requirement. I want to just briefly touch base on what this channel was made for because I feel that I may have strayed just a little bit, and this has been kind of a learning curve for me as well as I get my feet off the ground and I try to find my YouTube voice. But if you have a minute or two, I'd like to share my thoughts with you. Um, I feel that the reason why I say that this channel may have strayed a little bit is because originally my idea was to make a channel where people or other aspiring artists can grow with me, no matter the age or no matter what level of art that you are in right now. I wanted to share my progress, basically what I've learned so far, and I also want to emphasize that, of course, I am not a professional artist, but I do want to be a professional artist, specifically in manga. So I want to make my own manga story. But I also want this channel to inspire other artists or even aspiring mangakas to continue to try and achieve their goals. And you may notice that this video may be a little bit different as well. This time I'm using a time-lapse video of me drawing this piece or this panel on my iPad. Normally I try to draw on a more traditional kind of paper pencil kind of technique, and I found that it's actually pretty hard to do that meanwhile talking at the same time, at least for me that is. Maybe some other artists can talk and draw at the same time, but for me it's a little bit difficult. And I've noticed that my last 4 videos have been not to the quality that I want it to be. Let's just put it that way. And I don't like the drawings that I'm doing. I feel they're too basic, and I know that my skill is a little bit better. And the reason why I started doing basic drawing is because I feel that it's easier to do or to make drawings that are very simplistic in the beginning, because our mindset as artists, I feel like, and this is me including myself, that I feel like when I saw art online, whether it's like on YouTube or Instagram or Pinterest, even Google, I feel like I just wanted to make immediate masterpieces. But after studying design for many years, and as well as drawing and practicing my drawing skills, I realized that trying to achieve a professional level in a short amount of time is not realistic. And that's what really kills the motivation of aspiring artists. And I just want to loop back to what I was saying before. I want to help people who feel disheartened or who feel like they don't have the skill set to become a professional artist. I want to help them feel confidence in themselves, because at one point I gave up on all of art myself, and I feel like I was not ever going to do that. And that was one of the biggest mistakes and regrets in my life. And when I was younger, I drew a lot of pictures of, characters from manga and anime, from famous manga and anime, specifically like Naruto, Dragon Ball. Well, mainly it was Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was my first anime, and then Naruto was my second favorite, and so on. But I started drawing those characters, and that's when it came to me after watching a couple of more anime that I wanted to become a mangaka. But because my family wasn't in a really good financial situation, and I didn't take any classes in art, and I was pretty bad at it when I was younger, I was told that I probably should go for something else because, of course, we wanted to make sure we have financial stability, and of course, I needed to have a future, and with my loved ones, and I don't want to point out any names. I'm just saying this is from my experience why I was discouraged, but I feel that my 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 loved ones had good intentions, but they wanted me to first build a stable ground for me to be able to keep my life together, if you will, to have the money and means to provide myself food, shelter, etc. And I did do that for a while. So I decided, you know what, I need to be responsible. I need to go work, and I worked in different fields, a lot of it being customer service. I worked in fast food at a call center. I worked at other areas in that same kind of realm. But then eventually I got tired of it, and I wanted to go to school, and I did a little bit of college, and I was trying to study. I was doing general studies, and then I decided, you know what? I don't want to do general studies anymore. I kind of want to just do something that I like for once, because I don't want to work in a place where I hate what I'm doing every day. And what I love to do is I love to draw. I love to be creative. I like to experiment. Like to do I like to do a lot of things. And that can also be my, my downfall as well. I need to make sure I stay organized, but that's not the point. The point was that I was just not happy working service jobs, sales or customer service or whatever. I want to do something creative. So then I went to school for graphic designs, and that's where I started my drawing journey a little bit. But with graphic design, of course, you're thinking about the business, how to make logos, how to make graphics, and that kind of dives a little bit into drawing and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I still want to do my comic because I have a story that I thought up when I was 18, and I really want to tell that story because that story is about, it's a tragic story, but it's a tragedy that teaches us to find the positives in places where we feel like all hope is lost. So that's really why I want to write that story. And this is kind of the same principle of this channel. So I want to help other aspiring mangakas, and who knows, even artists who want to draw. It doesn't have to be mangakas specifically, but anyone who wants to draw, or even anyone who's given hope on their dreams in general. It doesn't have to be related to drawing, but anyone who's given up hope on their dreams. I want to be an advocate for you and for them, and to tell you that you should not give up on your dreams. That doesn't mean that you should make bad choices, but you should not give up on your dream, and definitely try your best to fight for that dream, because I feel like it's better to work on your dream and not regret it at, when you get older and say, oh, I wish I would have done that, because that's where I'm at right now. I'm at a point in my life where I feel like 10, maybe 15 years ago, even, I could have been drawing. I could have been really good at drawing. I could have been good at writing, and I could have been a lot of things. But because I lacked the self-confidence, I decided I'm not going to do that. I want to take a safe route. And sometimes we just need to dive in and face our fears, but also face your fears in a smart way. But I feel like everybody has their own path or way to get there, right? But the moral of this story is to not give up on your dreams. And if you like this video so far, at least, please feel free to just like this video, and continue to support me if you like, or not. You don't have to do that. Really, this is just a video about me, kind of, I don't want to say rant, but I just want to inform my subscribers and potentially my future subscribers what I'm thinking right now and where the direction of this channel is going to be going from here on forward. And if you have any suggestions, of course, just feel free to drop me a comment and tell me how I can do better, because that really helps me out a lot. And the next topic I just kind of want to discuss, and I don't want to make this video too long, so I'll try to summarize this as fast as I can. But the next phase that I entered after realizing that, hey, I want to do this. I really want to become a mangaka, and I don't want to give up on it. There's a phase where there's a difference between having a dream or being a dreamer and actually chasing your dream. So sometimes we have, or I feel like not we, is more like me. I feel like I just had a dream, but I wasn't really doing anything proactively in the last, maybe, not 5 years ago, because that's when I started my journey, but 10 years prior, 15 years prior to that, I feel like I didn't really do anything to chase my dream. I just had the idea and I just let it sit on the shelf, and was hoping that one day the dream might come to light. But any dream will not become a reality unless you actually chase it. And what I mean by that is you really have to take steps to move forward, to get the wheel turning. And so what I've done so far is, of course, going back to school for kind of graphic design was a small little step in that direction, because it allowed me to draw and allowed me to study for a job that will pay me higher than your normal regular 9-to-5 job. So that was one part that was out of the way. And the second thing was, during those couple of years that I was in college, basically I would save up as much money as I can, and whatever I spend my money on, I'm not saying that all my money was strategically planned, but part of my money that I used felt like an investment when I started buying books about drawing, and specifically drawing like in perspective, drawing color theory, anatomy, drawing clothing, backgrounds, how to sketch, how to shade, light, thinking about light source and how that affects your composition and stuff. So I bought all these books, and I have literally a miniature library in my office now. And I created this kind of course for myself. So I made up kind of like my own school. I'm self-teaching how to draw in manga style, but every 6 weeks I'm drawing specifically in certain subjects, like perspective is what I've currently kind of wrapped up so far. I'm thinking about drawing creatures, drawing characters, character creation, character clothing, character style. I even bought books on how to write how to write correctly, like plot and character development and structure and all those things. So what I'm trying to say is you have to build a roadmap for yourself. And the way that I'm doing things is not going to be the same way that you're going to do things, is what I'm saying. But, you have to make the first step, and you have to continue taking steps after that to fight for your dream. But I want you right now to think to yourself, hey, I really want to do this, right? And so if I really want to do this, what is my next step going to be? How long is it going to take for me to achieve this dream? And for example, for me, I feel like I want to achieve this dream within the next 2 years. And when I say achieve, I just mean that I want to start my manga. And of course, to start my manga, my timeline is 2 years. And to actually create my manga, which is a long story, is going to be a couple more years after that, maybe 5-10 years after that if it's successful. But I want you to think about your timeline and what are you going to do to that? Or what are you going to do to make it to that goal? And again, just another example is me within this 1 to 2 year time stretch. I'm studying a subject every 6 weeks, and actually every night I am pushing myself to draw, pushing myself to push the boundaries even further, so that way I can achieve that goal. And that will make me feel more confident because I'm actually trying to achieve it. And the last thing I really want to discuss really is about how I feel about this channel and what I want to do moving forward. I have made the mistake once, which I discussed earlier, which was steering off the path of what I originally wanted to do. Because before, I wanted to draw and I wanted to be an artist, wanted to be a mangaka, and I wanted to create my own manga. But because I felt the lack of confidence, if you will, because I felt like I wasn't good enough to become a manga creator, I decided to take a different route because that was more comfortable for me at the time, or at least I thought it was. But that, again, was the biggest mistake that I could have ever have done, I feel like. And I'm not trying to fluff it or anything. That is legitimately how I feel. And I feel that there are many other people out there like me who have had these dreams and really wanted to pursue them, but didn't have the strength at the time or will to push forward and really set out to achieve that dream. So in lieu of that, I don't want to make the same mistake twice, and I don't want to steer off the original path. And with this channel was not really a channel to show you how to draw, because I don't know how to draw very well myself. I mean, I know how to draw semi-okay, but one, I don't know how to draw and talk at the same time. and two, I'm not an expert just quite yet. I'm striving to become an expert. And what I want for you to, or what I want for you to take out of this channel, if you are still with me and if you want to still follow my journey, is follow me on my journey, that is. I want to be the friend for you that you couldn't have. I want you to have the friend that is able to help you push yourself to get to the goal of becoming an artist, mangaka, whatever it is your dream is. But this channel is going to be the place where I can draw and you can draw with me and you can learn with me. And I want to be, you can even listen to my channel and just put your headphones on if you want someone to listen to. Hopefully I don't bore you to death with my voice or with my woes. But I want this channel to be a safe space for you to find your dreams, to find your goal, and to help you bring you up to the next level. So no more how-tos on this channel. It's all about drawing with me. We're in this journey together. I'm the shoulder you can lean on, the person you can somewhat talk to, or maybe just more like listen to, but I'm that person that will help bring light into your life, hopefully. And if you've stuck with me this far, then I am so happy that you are on this channel with me, and I really sincerely appreciate your support. And I want to support you indirectly, of course, but support you on your journey to achieve your dreams as well. So I hope you liked this video as much as I did, and I hope that I see you on the next coming videos. And again, thank you, and you have yourself a wonderful day.